we're going to introduce our next speaker, and this is going to be a really interesting look at life in a way different than what we're used to. She is a national speaker and expert on loss, emotional wounding, and unresolved grief. She has a PhD in sociology. She's got 18 years of experience in working with people to help them work through these major life challenges. What I thought was interesting too is she's produced an award-winning 3-part series. It's called Secrets of Life and Death, and she's done workshops throughout the country. So this ought to be a really interesting talk, so I'm looking forward to doing it. So Dr. Michelle Peticolas, thank you.
Do you consider yourself a leader? Are you a changemaker? Do you want to make a difference in this world? Yes. Great. In these turbulent times, there's a calling for a new kind of leadership, authentic leadership that comes from the heart. We can no longer afford to wait for a hero to come riding in on a white stallion to save us. The solution to the world's problems are within us. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see. It's up to you. How many of you are with me? Are you ready to be the change? What if I told you that to be the change, all you need do is exactly what you want to do, what you long to do, what you were born to do? Are you with me now? Yes? Hell yes. Great. Today I'm going to share with you 3 secrets, 3 keys to authentic leadership. So I want you to take out your handouts to the first page and follow along with me. These 3 keys will enable you to step into your authentic power, make a difference, and live and die without regret. So the 3 keys are communication, emotion, and trust. We're going to go through them. Communication. If you're going to be a leader, you need to communicate your vision, to let your tribe, your people know what it is that you want, what you want them to do. Communication also has another function. Think about it. The first 3 letters, the prefix to the word communication, are the same 3 letters that occur in community, commerce, commons, commune, communion. It means bring together. An authentic leader knows how to do both, to inform and to connect. If you just inform, it's just a lecture, and people don't change. Now, for your people to take action, to make decisions, you need the next key, and that's emotion. Sort of fell off the chart there, doesn't it? Kind of fall off the chart. Emotion. People make decisions based on their emotions, and then let reason and logic justify their choices. A neuroscientist, Antonio Damasio, studied people who had damage to the emotional centers of their brain, and they couldn't make the slightest decisions. A lot of leaders know the power of emotion. Some use fear. You see that a lot in politics, don't you? Others use shame. You kind of see that in commercials, don't you? I recommend a hug. Bring your people, embrace them, bring them into your heart, and inspire them, ignite them with your vision. But you need one more key, and that is trust. Your people need to trust you, that you will not betray them, that you will not abandon them, that you will be there when the going gets tough, or you have to call the hard decisions, even if you are rejected. And for that, you need to trust yourself. Sometimes that's a pretty tall order, especially since many of us were brought up not to trust ourselves, not to listen to that inner voice. Why? Because we're afraid that we're going to be rejected. And this is not a minor fear. When you're little, being rejected could be the difference between life and death. And it's wired into us. We're wired to bond. So rejection is really challenging. That's what happened to me. I was afraid of rejection, and so I became a people pleaser. Maybe that happened to some of you. We need to be our authentic selves in order to fulfill our mission. We need to have connection to that source, that true source. I got that message from my mother just before she died. She told me that she had regrets. She regretted that she hadn't finished one of her projects. Now, my mother was the epitome of a person living her purpose, her life purpose. She was a toy designer, and she actually took her toy designs to New York toy companies and got them made, sometimes to the neglect of her children. And I thought, if she had regrets, what did that mean for me? And I realized that life is too short, too precious to spend one moment not living on purpose. And that transformed me. And I started to trust myself. What about you? If you were to die today, if this was the last day of your life, what would you regret? Probably many of you have done the leadership trainings. You have done the business workshops. And you've followed the formulas. And maybe you haven't quite gotten the results you want. Could it be lack of that self-trust? Well, let's find out. Please turn to your second page in your handout. When you don't trust yourself, there are certain patterns that can show up. So circle the ones that apply to you. In terms of your mission, what are you waiting for? In terms of either starting or getting to the next level, are you waiting for more time, more money, more training, more courage? A sign from God. Do you put other people's needs ahead of your own? Yes or no? Do you feel tired, sick, overwhelmed every time you start to take action? Do you struggle with self-doubt? Do you have that little voice inside of you saying that you're not enough, that you're going to fail, that people are going to reject you, not love you? Who do you think you are? And now I ask you to think, how would your life be different if you knew without a shadow of a doubt that you could not fail? What would you be able to do to be or to have if you no longer were afraid of being your true self, of standing in your authentic power? Take a moment to jot a few things down. Would you like to know how to change these patterns? Yes? Draw a circle around your triangle. Can you read that? What's it say? Community. Community. Albert Einstein said, you cannot change a problem, solve a problem in the same place in which it was created. You need to move to another place. And in order to do that, you need community. You need the support, the encouragement, and also the light to shine on your blind spots in order to move forward. I'm here to support you, to be that community, to help you take those next steps. And I have 2 steps for you to take. Please turn to the last page in your handout. The first step is heart talk meditation. This is a guide to your heart's desire. Discover who you really are, what you really need to be doing, and what you need to do next from the true source. I had a woman who came to me who was having a difficult time because she said, people don't listen to me. Very hard to be a leader if people don't listen to you. So she said, well, my mother never listened to me. We unpacked that story. And it turned out that her mother had 7 children. And she was the go-to daughter that helped her mother survive. So of course her mother did listen to her. And on her deathbed, her mother called this woman to her bedside and said, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. This transformed this woman's life. She stopped attracting people who didn't listen to her. And when they didn't, it was okay. It was their problem. I want to leave you with the following thought. The world needs you to help it solve its problems. Are you ready to be the change? Yes. What are you waiting for? Thank you.
Are you a speaker looking to reach more people with your message? You have a global vision that you want to touch the world and make a global difference. If so, I have an amazing opportunity for you. It's called the Speaker Talent Search. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. You'll find all the details, but here are the highlights. With one application process, you get clarity on your message. You get to fine-tune how you want to reach the world. Then you'll have everything ready in one place for the opportunities when they come. Second, we select you as a finalist. You get to come in and audition with a 7-minute audition, open up the door to hundreds of speaking opportunities. I hope you lean in. I hope you say yes. We would love to hear your message, help you touch the world powerfully. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your powerful message.